Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to Feathered Tarot. Guys, thank you guys so much for joining me today. For those who are joining us for the very first time, welcome guys. Welcome to Feathered Tarot. As you can see, guys, I've already shuffled your cards. I've already laid them out for you. I do this in this way because as I'm shuffling over the cards, guys, and as I'm receiving the cards from Spirit, I like to take time to just meditate over what I'm receiving so I can intuitively also gauge the energies that are dominant in terms of what I need to relay in a message for you guys. For this reason only, is why you see your cards already laid out for you. I don't like to take time out from you guys to see me, shuffle and meditate over the cards. Sometimes a very direct, clear message. Sometimes not so much, like this one here. I was just a little like, okay, what's going on here? I still am a little bit like scratching my head, but nonetheless, Gemini, I'm ready to jump right into things if you are. First card that came out for you, Gemini, we have the Nine of Swords showing up here in the reverse, clarified by the Page of Pentacles showing up in the reverse. Okay. Okay. In your recent past energy, Gemini, what I'm gathering from these two cards is that something just did not turn out in the way in which you hoped it would. Something that had the potential to give you stability, the potential to be a beautiful new beginning, Gemini, to be something that you could count on, something that was meant to add to your security or stability, something that was in the physical sense meant to be rewarding, something that you were ready to plant and nurture and grow with, in terms of whatever it is the potential of this new beginning was. But it turned out to be disappointing. It turned out to be a seed that just didn't bear any fruit, a seed that was not even nurtured. Because I mean, at a page level, Gemini, this is not even, it just never got off the ground. Whatever it is that you were trying to do, whatever it is that you were trying, it's like something that was just not nurtured, something that was just not dealt with right, so therefore it just didn't give out the right fruit, or it was just not rewarding in that way. It just turned out to be a failed outcome, Gemini, for lack of better words. But it seems like you're removing yourself from that, feeling like you're stuck in that, because the situation, whatever it was, Gemini, it's giving you, or it gave you a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of worry, something that just kept you up at night, worried about the seed that was just not growing. But because it's showing up in the reverse here with the Nine of Swords, it's like you're removing yourself from that angst, you're removing yourself from that worry. But also, Gemini, I need to point out what I'm getting from this as well. It's like they may have been, I don't know why I'm getting rumors. I don't know why I'm getting rumors. So someone may have been spreading rumors about you and this potential beginning, or you this and the security. But there's been like a lot of talk, a lot of negative talk pertaining to you and whatever it is that just didn't turn out right. Whatever it is that was meant to be stable just didn't turn out. It felt like there was a lot of people involved in this. If I, what, I'm gonna take it as I receive it from Spirit. Definitely was speaking about a connection, Gemini. So whoever it is who was meant to be part of your stability, or your security moving forward, whoever it is that you had the potential of growing with, and this disappointing outcome, it seems like, it feels like there's been a lot of rumors around it, or a lot of attention around you two, or the situation particularly. I'm just getting rumors, and I don't know why I'm getting that, Gemini. I don't know if people are in your business, or people are just talking about your business, or what. But yeah, definitely I'm getting rumors, and something that just didn't turn out in the way in which you expected. And speaking of rumors and such, Gemini, you could have been linked to someone who turned out to be very manipulative, someone who may have even twisted the truth, to gain a certain, to gain whatever it is that they wanted to gain from the situation, to gain the upper hand, I guess. But someone who was just not being truthful, someone who was extremely manipulative, but nonetheless, over and above, you were dealing with a character, Gemini, that may have abused their power. This is someone who may have seen how much they meant to you, or someone who may have seen how the regard that you may have to this person. So it's like they abused their position in your life, they abused their stance in your life, and just did the most, really, to say the least, Gemini. Also, you may have been dealing with a fellow Gemini, because the Magician showing up here is Gemini energy, Gemini. If not, then this could also be you, Gemini guys, that's been doing the manipulating, the lying, the rumors, and all this underhand behavior. Maybe you may have abused your power in the past, Gemini, pertaining to a certain matter. Guys, please remember, energy is fluid, so I'm gonna read it as I receive it. But if for those that resonate with this message, please guys take it as it resonates. If the story has it that the roles would be reversed, I may be talking to your cross watcher Gemini directly, or I may be talking to you directly, but fit yourself where you belong, guys. You know how the shoe fits on your foot, so take it as it resonates. But I'm just going to read it the way I receive it. With that being said, Gemini, definitely you are dealing with someone who you feel like was just extremely manipulative. Actually, it's not even like you feel like they were manipulative, they just may have twisted the truth, just wasn't like forthcoming in terms of what was going on. Always wanted to have like the upper hand, always wanted to have control over another, someone who just abused their power in a very negative way. But you chose, Gemini, to remove yourself from this person. You just feel like, I can't continue like this anymore. This is just not serving me. This is just not rewarding me in any way that I see positive. So this is you now just shifting your energy from this person. Like it's almost like I feel like you removed yourself from this person to just seek a better space, a more peaceful space, because I feel like there was just no peace with this person. So it's like you just moved on, sailing to a space where you could just have peace of mind, a Gemini, like a happier, smooth sailing kind of environment. But with the Seven of Wands here, that I'm getting that you're putting yourself first. This is like now you being defensive. It's like you're trying to defend yourself. You're trying to defend your livelihood. You're trying to defend your sanity. You're trying to defend where you want to be, Gemini, where you see yourself. So it's like, no, you're not dealing with this. You're just taking what's yours, Gemini, and you're hitting the road. I just hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. What you say? Okay, sorry about that, guys. Maybe, Gemini, you may have kicked someone out, I don't know, out of the premise, out of your house, out of a home, I don't know, you may have kicked someone out. But this is definitely nonetheless you standing up for yourself, and you defending your honor, to say, what, I can move on, I can move ahead without this manipulation, without the lies, without all these things that are attached to you. Because definitely someone here was just not taking accountability, Gemini. You may have been dealing with a Libra as well, with the justice energy showing up here in the reverse. But definitely, Gemini, this is someone who was just not taking accountability for their actions. This is someone who definitely was just not truthful. I'm getting like a corrupt character, someone who is just very corrupt, someone who just did things, like I'm getting that negative energy, just a corrupt person who just did things for the sake of doing it. Very selfish as well, it's very self-absorbed. They didn't really think about anyone else but themselves, but at the same time just not grown enough to take accountability. Someone who may have lied a lot to you, Gemini, and that's why you just felt like, what, I'm done with this. Then we have here, very interestingly, the Eight of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups upright. So it feels like in the outside, Gemini, you may, I don't know if you guys were a power couple, or you guys maybe perhaps looked good in public, but I'm getting that there's something successful. It's like what not all that shines is gold, not all that glitters is gold. So I feel like from the outside you guys glittered, you guys really look like the real deal, you guys really look like gold, because with the Eight of Pentacles here, I'm seeing success. It may have seemed like a successful relationship, a relationship that was really working, that was just perfect, something that you could even boast about, perhaps, publicly, you'd walk around with your chest up, walking beside this person, because, there was just something about the two of you guys, you felt like it was a success, it was a wish fulfillment, that you, and I don't know if it was a mutual energy or this is how you felt, but you just felt like you were happy with this person, you had accomplished something, even to a point of boasting a bit, you felt proud of the connection. But I say seemingly, and I say in public, because it's all clarified by the moon energy, which tells me that there's something, it was just all an illusion, Gemini. It was like what the public thought, or what the persona that you guys showed in public, and what was actually really going on, or just two different realities. So again, that's why I'm hearing that not all that glitters is gold. It's like what seemed like from the outside was the complete opposite. So it's like perhaps in public you guys just looked like, everything was just grand, it was perfect, you guys looked good, it was just a successful relationship, perhaps even long term, something that you felt like, was an achievement. But because the moon is clarifying everything here, Gemini, it's just definitely, I'm getting that it you're now realizing that it was just all an illusion of some kind. It was just not, it was not real. It was like a show and tell. I'm getting that it's like having to perform all the time and then coming back to just realize subconsciously, just go within and just realize that things are just not actually how they seem. It's just coming into that realization, Gemini. And I don't know if it's a realization that you're coming into just presently right now, or it's always been. It's like you've known that, there's this difference between how you guys were in public and how you guys were privately. But definitely, consciously or subconsciously, you know the truth. You know that, this was like a not all that glitters is gold kind of vibe. But definitely with the sun in the reverse, oof, you're definitely dealing with someone who is ego driven. It's right under the magician, guys. I just need to point that out. You may have been dealing with a Leo as well. Perhaps you may have even shared a child with this person. Yeah, I'm getting that if you didn't share a child with this person, Gemini, you may be dealing with a Leo. If not, definitely I'm getting that this character that you are linked to is very ego driven, or someone in this connection is very, again, take it as it resonates, a Gemini. If you're being truthful enough and perhaps this is you, then just bite the bullet. But definitely there was someone who is ego driven. I'm getting also like narcissistic, someone who is very narcissistic. It's like nothing was wrong with them. It's like they just did things to feed their ego, to feed themselves and how they looked in public, and how, feed their pride, and all of that. Something that was just extremely unhealthy. They may look happy from the outside. Again, I'm getting that not all glitters is gold, that kind of energy of how it looks like in the inside and what really was. Perhaps this person looks bubbly outside and looks like, oh, they're great and they're just so happy and they're just perfect and all of that. But in reality, this person is actually very ego driven, very narcissistic. They attach themselves to things that they feel like make them look good, make them look happy. Again, show and tell, that kind of energy. But it's like you're removing yourself from that now. You're just feeling like, no, I don't want to be trapped with this person anymore. I don't want to be linked to this anymore. It's all a lie. Again, this abyss, that this illusion you're just trying to step away from. You're just like, no, actually, yeah, it's like someone who's delusional. And you're just seeing it for what it is, Gemini. You're saying, no, I just want to cut the cords. I don't want to be any part of this. And because you're removing yourself, Gemini, you're now going into this hermit energy, this hermit mode. It's like this whole big situation, Gemini, has now caught you right now in a space of self, like introspecting. You're now trying to see things truly for what they are. It's like someone who's removing the rose-colored glasses, or removing a blindfold. It's like you've been blinded all along, with going along with something that just, just feels like it's just not real. It's just not true. It's not what it seemed. And now it's like it's forcing you now to seek the truth from within, Gemini, not from what this person was trying to sell you, not from this person's manipulation, the lies, and what the little stupid mind games that they may have even played with you, Gemini. It's like now you're trying to remove yourself from that and actually seek your inner truth, the real truth, the truth from spirit. It's like you could be also meditating a lot. I'm getting this soul searching, kind of energy, secluded. You're also secluded. You're not really seeing people much or whatever. Again, guys, take it as it resonates. I'm getting that for some Gemini, for a group of Geminis, I'm talking to them directly. But there's also another group that this is reversed. I'm getting that this could be someone else seeing Gemini like this, or someone else who's literally removing themselves away from Gemini because they may feel like Gemini is a little manipulative. But definitely someone is going into hermit mode here and doing some soul searching just to get the answers, just to see things clearly, to come out a bit wiser, because they just feel like all along they've just been doing things incorrectly. They've just been following perhaps their mind or their heart, but like in a very reckless manner. And now because they've seen the truth of how everything is, it's like it's inspiring this person to just go within and actually seek further truth. But Gemini, I'm getting a masculine energy now with the Emperor showing up in the reverse here. Whoever it is that you are dealing with, Gemini, your masculine energy, definitely this person may seem like they had everything in control, but I'm getting that this person just lacked structure. They lacked stability. This person was definitely not stable, Gemini, when they're showing up in the reverse here. This person was a little out of control, yet they wanted to be in control. It's like controlling energy, but they just very confusing. It's like again, in the public they seem a certain way, but in truth they're just out of control. They just perhaps even not in a good financial standing. Maybe they lose money, or they value money so much that it's just a little out of control. Something just very unhealthy about this masculine energy. Gemini also may be dealing with an Aries that I'm getting from this Emperor card. But we have, this showed up in the reverse, sorry guys. we have the devil showing up in the reverse. Gemini, you also could be dealing with a heavy Capricorn energy here. But definitely, I'm getting that this person may also have addiction issues. Oh, what a mess, man. That narcissistic energy is coming back again. This person is just extremely unhealthy, Gemini. Could have been addicted to either to alcohol, if not, they perhaps smoke too much. They did something just excessively too much, perhaps even sex as well. There's just something very addictive, something. It's like they self-soothe, or they numb what they feel inside, this toxic energy that they keep feeding from within. This person gets attached to things a lot, so they keep feeding at it. But definitely an unhealthy individual here, heavy Capricorn energy, Aries energy that I'm getting here. But nonetheless, it gave you a very lousy relationship, Gemini. It gave you a very controlling relationship. It gave you a very codependent energy that you just felt like you now want to detach yourself from, and you're really doing it as quick as you can, Gemini, with the Eight of Wands showing up here. As much as you want to detach yourself from this Capricorn, this unhealthy energy, you're just trying to do it as quick as possible. Perhaps you think about moving away from this person, like literally moving or traveling away. But definitely, I'm seeing that you're rapidly trying to create a gap between you and this person, just shut this person out one way or the other. But definitely this person is very, very controlling, very unhealthy, just not even stable. And I'm getting something with the mind, perhaps even mentally they were just not in a stable ground. I'm getting someone who is very selfish, narcissistic. They want to attach themselves to things that would serve them and not the other way around. Oof, Gemini. But definitely, I'm glad that you're removing yourself from this energy, just seeing that, seeing it for what it is and how codependent it was. But definitely here with the Five of Pentacles showing up here, Gemini, someone is feeling left out in the cold. Someone is feeling abandoned. Someone is feeling like you abandoned them. You've shut them out. You're not including them. You're not just yeah, I'm getting that shut out energy. But Gemini, it's so funny because you just feel like, yeah, but I had to, because it was just not working. You feel like having dealt with this person for such a long time kept you in a stuck position. It's like a regress, when you, instead of taking, it's like taking 5 steps forward with this person, just to take 10 steps back. So I'm getting that constantly you're taking 5 steps forward, 10 steps back, just like that. And ultimately you're just regressing. You're stuck in the same position, and things are just not working out. With the Judgment in the reverse, it's like, bro, whichever way you go about it, it's gonna give you the same outcome. You're regressing. You're not awakening. You're not growing from the situation. You're not evolving in the way in which you should, and this, and that's why you think you're coming into an energy now of just deciding that maybe I may just need to cut this person out. But definitely this situation, Gemini, with the Queen of Swords showing up in the reverse, this is your energy that I'm getting now, very strongly. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy. You're coming into this Queen of Swords energy, but this person got you fucked up, Gemini, because with the Queen of in reverse here, I'm getting that you feel like that this person may have, it's like you were easily influenced by this person. You were easily manipulated by this person. You feel like this person was controlling you, or like they played you like putty. And because of that notion, because of that feeling that you feel like, oh, how can I let this person just manipulate me like this? How can I let this person just easily influence me like this? It's got you having a very bitter taste in your mouth, Gemini. You just feel like overly emotional about it. It's like it stings, it gets you just angry a bit, or like a very, you get like in an aggressive state, you want to do something about it, a very emotionally intense kind of emotions that you get there. It gets you to come across as being a slightly bitchy. I'm sorry to say this, but like very cold hearted. So it's like, because of when you think about what this person did or what they put you through, you get into this cold energy, wanting to shut them out, because you're like, either way, bro, you've just kept me stuck in the same position. But then you have another side to you, Gemini, which is typical because you represent the twins, the dual energy. It's like in another mind, you think of perhaps working on this. I don't know, there's a part of you as well that keeps thinking that perhaps I can work on this, perhaps I could put in more effort, perhaps where can I actually improve, perhaps we actually have a potential, even though Gemini, that there's really no love here. This person hasn't been serving you healthy love in such a long time. This person hasn't been showing you devotion, hasn't been showing you loyalty, hasn't been giving anything emotionally to you in this connection in a way in which you can acknowledge and say, this is love. It's showing up in the reverse, so it's literally unrequited. And also the way I'm reading this, Gemini, is that when you assess, when you truly assess the situation, again, it's coming under the Hermit. So it's like the truth of the matter. When you see things clearly, you're now seeing the truth of the matter, that this love was unrequited. Someone was giving more than what they were getting, Gemini. So it's almost like you feel like you've been fighting for this person to see you. You've been fighting for this person's love. But even then, even after, when it's all said and done, this person was still not giving into it, was still not giving the love that you felt like you may have deserved. It was still unrequited, Gemini. So regardless of what efforts you may have put in the past, what efforts that you may even think of putting in, it still amounts to the fact that there was just no equal love here. And that's what leads to the breakup, and I think that's what keeps you in the state of saying, you know what, it's just not worth it, we might as well just break up. It's like this permanent separation, because also the Two of Cups in the reverse shows a separation regardless of how much you put in. It's like constantly, perhaps even you guys had a back and forth kind of relation, but regardless of what efforts you may have put in, what the details you may have paid attention to in this connection, it still ended up in the same position where, again, it's not working out. We have to separate. We have to go our two separate ways, because again, we're not on the same page. This person was just not giving in emotionally to this connection the way that you may have felt like you deserved, actually the way that you deserved, Gemini. Then we have the Knight of Swords here showing up in the reverse with the High Priestess. There's something about the situation, Gemini, that just ruffles your feather in just the wrong way. I think you're still raw in your emotions with the High Priestess showing up here in the reverse. It tells me that you're still very raw within your emotions, that they tend to cloud your judgment. So it's like, you think of doing this and then you think of doing that, like your mind may be just all over the place. You may be finding it very hard to just focus, to ground yourself, because with the Knight of Swords showing up in the reverse here, it's definitely like impulsive, unfocused, restless energy here. It's like you just don't know what to do about it, because it's like, again, your emotions are still up in the air. You're still a little all over the place when it comes to this. You're just not taking time out to just ground yourself and be the empress that you are. But perhaps also I'm getting that you could also share a child with this person. But I need to point out that we have the Emperor and the Empress with the out of control, unhealthy Emperor here. This could be, this is like a married couple, so you may have been married to this person, you may be going through a divorce with this person, you may share a child, you could be baby mama, Gemini, a baby mama to this person's child, something like that. But definitely this person just has your emotions very raw. It's like you just don't know what to do with the situation. Yes, you've cut this person out, but like, now what? Because you do share a child with this person. But definitely what you do know, and what's showing up here with the Tower, Gemini, is that you know that you can't continue with how things have been. What you thought was stability is, you're now seeing the truth of the matter, that it was just actually, it was nonsense, because it's shattered. It's shattered. It's like you're no longer attached to what you guys had. What represented security and all of that just looks like a sham now, because it was so easily broken down from the situation, and that's why you're moving forward. You're now just not getting yourself in, like, you're taking on the Chariot energy and just saying, no, I'm done. Even though someone, or you may still love this person, you may still grieve having to leave this person behind, grieve the separation. There's a lot of sadness, because you're thinking about how much effort and how much of yourself that you've put into this connection, and just having to just leave it. It's like you're still sour a bit about that situation. But someone is also maybe thinking about a new beginning with you, Gemini. They're thinking that they still want to come back in, Gemini, and work things out with you. Someone who's very slow. You could be dating again, Capricorn. Some Capricorn may be thinking about, hey, let's do this again, but you're done. With the full energy here, Gemini, nah, you're done. You want a new beginning. You don't want anyone to just waste your time any further. Whew. That was a mouthful. That was very interesting energy. It's very, I was confused there for a second, but nonetheless, Gemini, I hope you guys enjoyed it. For those that resonated with, guys, please, if you like the vibe, do please subscribe, like, share, comment, engage. Any engagement with the channel, guys, I truly, truly, deeply appreciate it. Not only does it help the Feather family grow, but it also lets me know that someone on the other hand who's just giving a high five, who's just resonating and just letting me know that, hey man, I feel the story. This was for me. I felt the energies, and thank you so much for that. So I truly appreciate any engagement with the channel, guys. It helps me just keep on keeping on. With that being said, Gemini, I'll check you guys later. Till I speak to you guys next time. Adios.